Coming up on today's edition of Turneround's Theory, Sharon Reed of Indisputable will talk about an Arizona man being severely burned by cops while on a walking pavement. And of course, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought concerning today's broadcast. So join me for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up next right here on YouTube, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a damn good one. Warning, the following videos and images that you are about to see may be graphical and may be disturbing for some viewers. Due to the graphic nature of this content, viewer discretion is advised. An Arizona man is severely pinned down, burnt by cops when they tried to subdue him. If you'll stick around for another edition of Turneround's Theory, which is coming up next on my YouTube channel, we're going to watch this video, and of course Sharon Reed of Indisputable will file this report concerning what the incident looked like. And of course, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought concerning today's broadcast. Fellas, as I often say, y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Turnaround's Theory starts now. What is up, everybody? Again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. And welcome back to another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my YouTube channel. This is the actual platform of where I normally give the fellas a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning into this edition of Turneround's Theory on my YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, welcome back. And as a constant daily reminder, I want to remind you to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would, in fact, help out, and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media sites. Links will be provided in the description box below. If you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also going to be a link provided in the description box below for that as well. Please make sure that you use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see on your screen, because that lets me know personally that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my channel in terms of the content that I post up, and I might send you a shout out right back. I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this matter. And with that being said, let's just hop on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory. As I stated to you guys earlier in the broadcast today, we're going to be looking at a video about an Arizona man who got severely pinned down and burned by cops while on a walking pavement. I do want to encourage and invite you to stay tuned for this edition of Turnaround's Theory, because at the end of today's broadcast, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought concerning today's episode. And before we proceed on, two things I must say. First off and foremost, before we get into this live video today, there will be some disturbing images that may not be suitable for our young viewers, so please be advised about that. And number two, shout out to Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie for posting this up on his YouTube channel, and of course Sharon Reed will be the one that's going to be reporting this. So I will try to post up a YouTube link provided in the description box below. With that being said, let's take a look at this video. This is an Arizona man who got pinned down after being severely burned by cops on a walking pavement, on that asphalt. Stay tuned, because I'll be back soon.
Man suffers major burns after pinned by cops on hot pavement.
What?
An arrest in Phoenix this time caused a man to be covered in third-degree burns, and now he's filed a federal lawsuit.
Huh?
That's what's happening in Phoenix.
But wait, there's more.
During the arrest, officers pinned Michael Kenyon on the asphalt. Temperatures reached 114 degrees that day. You understand how hot it gets in Phoenix. Oh, it's blazing hot there. He was pinned for 4 minutes as his body was burned. Please, please, I can't move. I didn't do anything, Kenyon yelled during the altercation. Just as I'm Giving you the details, run it down, set a timer, 4 minutes. Hot asphalt. A lot of people won't walk their dogs like that or put little shoes on them or carry them. Can't do it. You ever try walking barefoot on hot asphalt? No. 4 minutes. Michael Kenyon and his attorneys filed an official notice of claim December 30th, stating they would settle for $15.5 million or proceed with a federal lawsuit against the city.
I'm leaving here with something.
At the time police approached Kenyon, they were reportedly investigating a theft in progress. However, it was later determined that he was not a suspect, but the damage had already been done. Lawsuit argues that as temperatures reached 114 degrees, 4 Phoenix police officers pinned Kenyon to the ground for more than 4 minutes. Claims that this was a result of inadequate training and supervision, pointing out that the city's 1,147 pages of operations orders contain no mention of the severe risk involved in restraining individuals on hot pavement.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Does everything have to be written in some kind of code enforcement book? Or can we count on some people to have a little more common sense? I'm sure these officers came in contact with the hot asphalt. Did they move? Or did they stay with their skin exposed on it? You cannot legislate everything. You cannot put everything in a rule book. That's the issue I have with They need more training and supervision, though I understand it for the purposes of this lawsuit. Some people just show up bad to the bone and not worthy of the position. You dig?
But wait, there's more.
Kenyon, who has not faced any charges related to the incident, spent more than a month in the hospital recovering from severe burns on his face, arms, chest, and legs. It's not a throwaway suit, folks. His attorney released this statement. Phoenix police, are demonstrating an utter disregard for human life over and over again, said Bobby DiCello, one of Kenyon's attorneys, according to ABC 15. This young man was burned to the 3rd degree because his skin was cooked on asphalt. I'm glad the attorney put it that way because that's what happened. As a reporter, they used to ask us to do really dumb things in heat waves like, can you bake cookies on the hood of the car? Or can you crack an egg live on the asphalt to show the viewers at home how hot it is? Yeah, let me get right on that. His skin was cooked. Michael is 30 years old. At an average life expectancy, he should live another 42 years. That is 15,330 days, the claim states, according to ABC 15. We are confident not a single one of you would choose to live in Michael's disfigured body and traumatized mind for $1,000 a day. And we are confident a jury would agree that this is a modest sum for what the Phoenix Police Department has caused to him. The lawsuit is ongoing. Here's what I hate about it. I want him to get every dime. But guess who's paying? The taxpayers. Taxpayers are paying. And guess who's not generally paying the appropriate consequence? Maybe there'll be some consequence here, but I didn't hear anybody was suspended. I didn't hear anybody lost their job. The cops. This is like monopoly money to them. They could care less, guys. I think this is so serious. And it reminds me, even though Mr. Floyd died after having someone kneel on his neck for 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. This man could have died, and I believe he's in severe pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, as if global warming wasn't bad enough, it's now being weaponized against people by the cops. And yeah, good. I'm glad that this guy is suing the cops that did this to him, and I hope he is very successful. You're absolutely right to bring up the fact that this is a waste of taxpayer dollars. Every time the cops do something crazy like this, the public is the one that pays for it in one way or another, right? Whether it's with our tax dollars or just with our humanity, we're the ones paying for it. And they're saying that this is a matter of inadequate training, but like, how intelligent are these cops who, again, wield deadly authority over the public? Right? How intelligent are they? If the cop needs something like that written out in a code, if the cop needs to be trained on how not to put people on burning hot asphalt in Phoenix, Arizona, right? These cops live in Phoenix. They know how hot it is. They need to be trained on this. Maybe they're just not smart enough to be in charge of anyone. Maybe they shouldn't be
That
trusted
part.
with a gun and qualified immunity. And perhaps this is at least part of the reason why the cops do not command as much respect as they feel like they should.
You're spot on again. I couldn't agree more. And I will take it here because I don't believe everyone's that stupid. Menacing, mean, hurtful, and deliberate. I think a lot of people in these situations have been demonstrated to be. We can't get inside their heads, but I think they knew it was hot.
No,
they
absolutely.
knew it was
I agree with
114
you on
degrees.
that, but I just want to remind people that that was the excuse that the police gave, was that there was inadequate training, which is ridiculous.
Call it whatever you want. I agree with Yaz. Stupid. And you should not be considered for the role. And perhaps there should be some kind of testing that it can be developed. Dr. Ritchie's talked about it. We need to know who you are, your temperament, what makes you tick before we can give you a badge and a gun and tell you to start bossing people around.
Stay put, everyone, because when I come right back, I'm going to give you fellas another free theoretical thought to conclude today's episode right after these messages.
One of the most important things police officers need to learn how to do is to know when somebody's lying about their name. So here are some tips to help you understand when somebody's giving you BS information on who they are. Tip 1. When questioning somebody about their pedigree information, any stutter, misspell, or redo is an automatic red flag. Think about if somebody asked you your name, how would you respond? Would you have stutters, misspellings, redos, trying to figure out how to spell it? That's not normal. Start with this. What's your name? Have them spell it. Don't spell people's names for them. What's your middle name? People should know how to spell their middle names. What's your last name? People should know how to spell their last names. These are significant tells. If they can't spell their name, that something's not right. Here's another one. Ask them their date of birth, but don't ask them their age yet. Wait a few more questions, let them forget what they told you, and then ask their age. Then come back and see if they match up. This is a real easy way of tripping people up to see if they're telling you the truth about how old they really are. The number one tell whether or not somebody's giving you good information is if they know their social security number. This is a big one. People who lie about who they are typically don't know their social. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed that they're giving you fake information, but you're going to take the stuff you collected and go run it through your MDT or your dispatch center. If you're finding that nothing's coming back, here's your last piece of advice. If nothing's coming back on your MDT or there's no return from dispatch, reapproach the individual and ask them the same questions again, then compare notes. Don't forget, it probably wasn't you who screwed up if they're spelling their name differently a second time. This is important stuff to use, and they're red flags that go up when somebody's probably lying about who they are. Not a guarantee, so do your due diligence, make sure you uphold the law, but stay clear on what your mission objective is to ensure that we know who people are when we have the right to know who people are.
And now, Turneround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought based on today's episode about a man in Arizona being severely burned by cops while laying on the asphalt. Here is your theoretical thought for today. It's one thing that officers serve and protect each and every citizen of these United States of America. I don't care what state or jurisdiction you're in. You are supposed to serve and protect the community in your state and your jurisdiction. But it is another when you just randomly just apprehend a guy who has no criminal record on him or her. It is just outrageous, and the videos that you saw today will prove that he will win that lawsuit. That is your theoretical thought for today. And this concludes another edition of Turnaround Series on today. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I do want to remind you to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would, in fact, help out, and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround Theory, I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround Theory. Now, here was a sneak preview for next week's episode. Next time on Turnaround Theory.
So I'm working an extra job for our household. You pay your half of the bills, but you over here FaceTiming your baby mama in front of me. You didn't buy me anything.
You will be treated like a roommate. A man is supposed to provide. That doesn't mean you can't help out with little bills. But when it comes to the major bills, he should be providing that. I cannot stress this enough. It's important for you to become a high value woman, because when you become a high value woman, number one, you know how to delegate. Number two, you go after what you want. And number three, you don't accept nothing less than you deserve.
That's next time on Turnaround Theory.